Instead of serving plain old cheese and crackers at your next gathering, step it up a little bit with a pressed cooked cheese, a blue veined cheese, or a bloomy rind cheese. Okay, I completely need to get educated because I don't know what I just said, but Krista is going to do that. Krista is from Wedge and Bottle in Ahwatukee, and it's nice to have you here in the studio. We were talking before the show, and I said, you know, if I was stranded on a desert island, there's really two things, and I could only take two things. I would take cheese, and I would probably take like candy.
Sounds good.
Yeah, like
Sweets
those are my
cheese.
Those are my two things. I had two pieces this morning, and an apple for breakfast. So there you go. So let's talk a little bit about the varieties, because I always go just to cheddar, but when I do have access to some different types, I just love them. I just don't know how to navigate my way through them.
Yeah, the thing with cheese is it's real simple ingredients, just milk and some cultures and a little salt, not too much else, but they can make so many different types of cheese just from those simple ingredients. So there are, like, these are the general 8 or 7 categories of cheese.
Let's start down here with the fresh cheese and what that means.
So you have fresh cheese, which means that no aging has happened to the curds. All cheese, you separate the curds from the whey.
Okay.
You take the curds to make the cheese, and they haven't done anything to the curds besides molding it into something, or with the case of the burrata, they've stretched it into a ball and filled it with some fresh cheese.
Okay, so educate me. What's the difference between this and mozzarella that's been pulled?
It's real similar. This is just like a stuffed mozzarella.
Okay.
And this cheese is actually from Gina's Homemade. They're in Scottsdale, Arizona. And usually burrata is a mozzarella ball stuffed with heavy cream and shreds of mozzarella. But Gina's kind of takes it to the next level. She uses mascarpone and ricotta.
Yeah, she does.
Which is like insanely creamy on the inside, and I think, it takes it up a notch, mozzarella up a notch.
Okay, so we start down here. This would be one of the main categories, and then we might have different flavors infused into the fresh drink.
You can marinate it. You can put that little basil or oil or anything with it. Anywhere you use mozzarella, you can use burrata.
And so if we're doing wine with this, since you specialize in wine and cheese, is there a particular variety?
I love rosé.
Rosé with that.
Burrata.
Okay.
Yeah, I think rosés are nice. They're fruity. They have kind of a bad rap as being a little bit unsophisticated, and they're pink, so guys kind of shy away from rosé wine.
But you like that. Let's do goat cheese here and the soft ripe and bloomy rind. And what do those mean, and what are the differences between these two as we progress from here?
Yeah, goat cheese has its own category because it tends to be a distinctive taste. You get that tangy, citrusy, sometimes goaty, depending on the cheese, taste to it. And it's always, with goat cheese, you could never get this creamy quality, which you could with a cow's milk cheese.
I always think that goat cheese is a kind of like a cross between feta and cream cheese in the texture.
It can be, yeah. There's several different, you can age goat cheese, so we have some goat cheese goudas in the shop. We have some kind of bloomy rinded goat cheeses as well.
A lot of people, when they do brie, they never know, am I supposed to eat the rind or am I not supposed to eat the rind when I cut into it?
It completely depends on if you like it or if you don't. It's totally edible. The rind tends to be a little bit more bitter, so I love the different texture changes. And if you like it, by all means, then eat the rind. But if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it.
Okay, I'm going to jump into the soft washed rind cheese, which, by the way, thank you for my note card on the back here. Excellent planning. So what does this mean, and how is this different? Because this kind of looks like a brie?
It's made real similar to a brie. The curds are ladled into a mold. The only difference is they wash the rind with a sea salt briny solution, or sometimes they'll add beer and wine with that.
So the flavor comes in the rind.
And
gotcha.
It tends to be a little bit more of a stinky cheese because of that saltwater briny solution. You get a little bit of a meaty flavor to it.
Well, we go down the list to pressed uncooked cheese, pressed cooked cheese, and blue vein cheese, and there are wonderful ways to experience those with wine. But I think the best way is for people to go and really learn from you. So remind us where you're located and the name of your...
Yeah, we are Wedge and Bottle in Ahwatukee. We're located at 40th Street and Chandler Boulevard, right in the Trader Joe's parking lot. That's the easiest way to remember.
Easy to remember. And we're going to have more information and a link to them on our website at sonoranliving.com. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.